Hello everybody, welcome to the channel Learn to Earn for Life.
Dear students, in this video I will tell you about the symmetrical short circuit of a synchronous generator on no load, and we can also prove here that XD double dash is less than XD dash is less than XD. That is, the subtransient reactance is the smallest and the steady state reactance is the largest of all reactances, that are the time varying reactances. Let me go through that. A synchronous generator consisting of an armature winding wound symmetrically for all the three phases on the stator and field winding wound on the rotor. Also, on the field structure are placed the damper windings, which are shortened on themselves at both ends. The field winding is excited by the direct current. When the rotor rotates, the armature winding is cut by the magnetic flux of the field winding. Hence, the three-phase alternating EMFs are induced in the armature windings. In turn, alternating three-phase currents are set up in these windings. These produces a rotating magnetic field which rotates at synchronous speed in the air gap. The field rotates at synchronous speed along with the rotating magnetic field produced by the armature winding. During the normal operating conditions, the field produced by the armature currents will be relatively stationary with respect to the field and damper windings. Hence, the rotating magnetic field will not induce any voltage and currents in the field and damper windings during normal operating conditions. But when the alternator suddenly undergoes a short circuit under the constant excitation, the circuited armature current changes from 0 to very high value in all the three phases. The armature current will have an AC component as well as an offset DC component in each of the three phases. A good way to analyze the effect of the three-phase fault is to take an oscillogram of the current in one of the phases upon the occurrence of such a fault. The offset DC component of the short circuit current will be different in each phase and hence is accounted separately on an empirical basis. In the absence of offset DC component, the symmetrical short circuit current in any phase will be shown in this figure. This current will be similar in all the three phases except for a phase angle difference of 120 degree electrical. Here you can observe, as soon as the fault occurs, the current rises to a higher value. This is in the subtransient state, then it reaches the transient state here, then it will come into the steady state. So hence the reactances offered in these states are the time varying reactances. The armature current during the symmetrical short circuit can be divided into three regions, namely subtransient, transient and steady state region. We account for the gradual decrease of the current in the following subsequent regions. So here the current is maximum, then current reduces, so gradually it reduces and comes to the normal state. Under steady state short circuit conditions, the armature reaction of a synchronous generator produces a demagnetizing flux. So this effect is represented as a reactance called armature reaction reactance, XA. The sum of leakage reactance XL and the armature reactance XA is called as synchronous reactance XS. In the case of salient pole machines, the synchronous reactance is called as direct axis reactance and is denoted by XD. Neglecting the armature resistance, the steady state short circuit model of an alternator on per phase basis is shown here. So in this case, the direct axis synchronous reactance is given by XL plus XA. At the instant of short circuit, the offset DC current appears in all the three phases of the stator. This transient DC current will induce currents in the rotor field winding and damper winding by transformer action. The induced currents in these two windings will be in such a direction as to oppose the change of magnetic flux produced by the armature. This effect can be represented by two reactances in parallel with XA, where here XF is the reactance of the field winding and XDW is the reactance of the damper winding. So here you can observe additional two reactances will come into the picture with XA. The combined effect of all three reactances is to reduce the total reactance of the machine, and so the short circuit current is very large in this period called as the subtransient state. So the current in subtransient state is very large as compared to the other states. The total reactance of the machine under this condition is called as the subtransient reactance XD double dash and is given by this expression. The induced currents in both the field and damper windings decreases exponentially depending on their time constants, that is L by R. The time constant of the damper winding is much less than the time constant of the field winding. Hence, the induced currents in the damper windings dies very fast within the first two cycles. Effectively, XDW becomes open circuited and the resulting reactance is called as transient reactance XT dash. The transient state model of the alternator is shown here. So you can observe after XTW gets open circuited, the remaining reactance is XF is in parallel with XA. So by this figure we can say that we can give the expression for XT dash, that is the transient reactance, as like this. The effect of field winding current will also die out in a short time depending on the time constant of the field winding. This effect is equivalent to open circuiting of XF, and thus the armature regains its normal synchronous reactance XD. So by observing the three equations, that is equation number 2.1, equation number 2.2 and equation number 2.3, we can say that the subtransient reactance of the machine, that is XT double dash, is smallest and the steady state reactance of the machine is highest among the reactances. Therefore, we can prove that XT double dash is less than XT dash is less than XT. Thank you for watching the video.